This country has some of the most educated people, trained at great expense by the people out there who are catching hell on the downside of society. They look to you. They trained you. They sacrificed for your education. You went to some of the best schools. You acquired the best qualifications. You owe them a debt. What are you doing for these people? When you sit in your office, and do you think about them? Creatures of flesh and blood catching hell at the margins of this economy. What do you think? What do you say about them? Every day, every minute of the day, what is it that you do that improves their lot? That's the question that should engage all of us. Educated people like yourselves, population of about 2.4 million, endowed with so much wealth. If the economy is not performing, it means the intelligentsia of the country has failed, and has failed miserably. We all must admit to this collective failure, in my humble view. We have failed. This country shouldn't be where it is. This country shouldn't be in debt. There's no way. It is unjustifiable. I cannot, by the life in me, understand why we are where we are. I cannot. I refuse to embrace this unpleasant reality. I refuse. I am a persistent objector to this conventional and mundane existence. And so if we accept that we have failed this country, all of us, because we thought that diamonds are coming, they will keep the revenue from the diamonds will keep coming, and whatever else, it's always going to flow. Over the years, if you've been there for a long time, you must hold yourself guilty. It's a mea culpa. Because it means you have been complicit in the failure. You've contributed immensely. And that's why perhaps people are saying you should be fired. Because they are saying, we shouldn't be here. We have educated people. They have been there. What have they done?
All right, welcome back to the African Streamline. I am Atamba Hedi. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you for making this channel your stopover today. I really, really love you so much. You are the greatest people that I know, and the people who makes me sit here every time, and therefore I feel nothing for you but love. Now let's dive into African politics and African state right now. Yeah, I'm dedicated to talk about Dumaboko, the Botswana president today. Yeah, Dumaboko is taking a certain way that I really feel like if he continues doing what he's doing right now, he's going to be one of the best leaders we're going to have also in Africa, because we want leaders who does not only speak, but they put their speech or everything they say into the implementation. Let me ask you a question. Dumaboko is talking about something very serious, something very significant right now. Like, I was trying to listen to him, and I felt like this man really makes a lot of sense. I want you to listen to him to the end. Yeah, don't cut this speech. Listen to his speech to the end. I'll come back with my commentary after that. But as you're listening to him, tell me in the comment section, do you think what he's talking about is making sense, or it's not making sense? But according to me, I feel like it's making a lot of sense, because it's not that Africa is has people who are foolish, or people who have not gone to school, people who are not educated. It is not that it has people who haven't gone to the greatest universities, and they've acquired a lot of knowledge and graduated to come out to be great people. But it's because of the ignorance we are having as a continent, and ignorance we are having as people, as leaders in this continent. Listen to him. Let's come back and talk about it at the end of it. All right. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Now, Africa is a continent where we have people who have gone to school, people who have knowledge. Even without going to school, we have smart people generally. We are having people who were created in a different way. in a very smart way generally. And therefore, if it's about the knowledge and all that, we can be able to use the knowledge we have. We can be able to use our level of intelligence that we have to make sure we are changing Africa. It will not take a very long time for us to be able to change Africa if we want to change Africa. Africa is a great continent. But the problem that is in Africa right now is the ignorance we have as leaders. Yeah, the ignorance we're having as leaders is the greatest problem we have. It is not that we don't understand, or rather we do not know what we are doing. Because let me ask you, a president like William Ruto, the other time when he was taking power, he was so aggressive. When he was speaking, everybody could say, yeah, this is a leader who is ready to change. He's a leader who is ready to bring a change. And I felt like, personally, I was feeling like we are having now a new leader who is going to change Africa, because the way he used to speak, we saw something in him, which means the man understands the context. The man understands the logic. The man understands what is supposed to be done, which way is he supposed to take if he wants to change a certain thing. But the man is not doing that, not because he does not know, but because of ignorance. If we can be able to to lower our like that ignorance we are having, we stop assuming things, we stop ignoring things, and begin working out things the way they're supposed to be worked, we are likely to get from a point to a certain point. Because apart from many other things we've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about many things. But amongst everything, like amongst all the things we've talked about, we have this ignorant kind of a caliber that African leaders are having. And therefore, Dumaboko, when he's speaking, he is saying we need to shape. But amongst the things we are going to do to change this continent, number one, this is one of the things that we need to really consider, because we've talked about many things. We've been addressing a lot of things. Yeah, these are the things we talk about every day, every time. So one amongst those things is ignorance. And the moment we shall stop doing that, the moment we shall stop the ignorance that we are having, it means we shall be ready for a change. Because a change cannot just come. We will not wake up one day and find, or rather meet a change. We must work for this change to be able to come. But we need a number of leaders, several leaders who will come together and they will say, yeah, we've gone through this for quite some time. We don't need to continue doing this again. So we don't need to export knowledge, like to import knowledge. We don't need to borrow knowledge. We have the knowledge. We are capacitated with enough knowledge that we need to make sure we can be able to change this continent. Because tell me, we are having African Americans, Black Americans in the West who have been building this continent for quite some time. Yeah, some people admit, even there are white people who admit that Black people in diaspora, they've built the Western nations. They've raised their economy. It's not because they lived there they were taught and all that. It's because a Black person has an inbuilt intelligence, because a Black person is a chosen person. So we have this inbuilt intelligence that helps us to do a lot of things. And that is why you find out that it is only in Africa where you can be able to find everything. It is only here in Africa where everything can be found. Like, let's look at the implementation and the inventions of many things. We are taught in books. It's only whites who came up with the invention of a lot of things. But we have Black people who also were part of the inventions of many great things that we are being taught in schools every time. But they were not placed in the picture. It was hidden. Yeah? Somebody had to hid that. Okay? And therefore, the Black people are not in the picture. It was being done to make sure that Black people, there's a way they are being blocked from coming to the limelight, or rather from coming out, and so that the world would see, oh, so there's also Black people who can be able to do great things, because they wanted Black people to be limited. that one does not mean we cannot do it. We have tested ourselves in many things and we have proven that we can still do a lot of things. What are we supposed to do? We stop being ignorant and start doing what we know we can be able to do, because we know we can be able to do. Yeah, we have the greatest minds, we have the knowledge, we have the understanding. What is that can stop us from doing what we want to do? This continent can change very easily if people decide this is what they want to do. This issue of ignoring is what is killing Africa. And they're ignoring because they still want to be greedy and be given something small every time, every moment. They continue serving their masters. They're calling themselves puppets. Yeah, because they're serving the West every time. They don't care about the people they've left behind. They don't care about their black brothers and sisters in Africa. They only care about what are they going to get, which is okay. But my question is, do you care about the people you have left behind? Do you care about the black brothers and sisters you're having in Africa? Do you care about them? Or it's you do your thing, and after doing whatever you want to do, you leave? What legacy are you going to leave behind? A time must come for us to put a change. Yeah, we know what we're supposed to do. We don't need to borrow knowledge. We don't need to import understanding. We have it with ourselves. We just need to implement. It's high time we look for leaders who are able to implement, who know this is what we want to do, this is what we are supposed to do, and we are ready to implement it. And by doing that, we are able to change this continent to become a very better continent that we want to be, because a change will not come when we are sitting down or when we are continuing to ignore. A change will come when we are ready to change. Stop greediness. Stop it, because at the end of the day, it will lead you to nothing. So at the end of the day, we have to do this, because if we don't do this, nobody is going to do it for us. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell me what you think on the comment section. I am Atamba Hedi. This is the African Streamline. For the returning subscribers, I salute you. For those who are here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe. God bless.